There was once an old lady who had this big ass old phone where you should move your fingers to put the numbers on and then listen and speak with someone else outside on this phone. With the same phone. There was Apple iPhones represented, and now 5 years later she still has this big funky phone when everybody has these smartphones. And then suddenly she updated because her daughter gave her an old phone but more newer, smaller and with little buttons. She was happy with it because it was calling via SIM card and more people were connected to her. But there was smartphones, they was evolving, they was changing, and they improved to this level, where now every smartphone has camera, has some kind of fingerprint, Face ID, has big and touch screen. So she didn't want to add anyone to learn new stuff, but then suddenly her grandson gave a phone to her, his old phone, and she had no other choice but started to using it. What a dilemma. It was like her old phone, but everything was bigger and buttons weren't exist. She was using the same function, just calling via SIM card, and she don't know how to use internet. But then suddenly her grandson teach her how to use Messenger, how to connect with other people via text and with help of internet. One day her grandson, which is me, asked her, "Would you like me to install your Facebook to have your profile, to see other people's photos, to be on this social media?" She was arguably against it. She was protesting that she didn't need it, she didn't want to try it and to spend her time this app. He still installed it and showed it to her and said, "Use it, here you can subscribe, here you can find your friends, can connect with them." And she's starting being interested, and suddenly now she's spending 5 hours a day on it. It was my mistake that I installed it because I didn't thought about endless scrolling news. I was just thinking how it would be nice to my granny to connect with her friends, to see what they have in life, and now I'm not using any social media except YouTube. So look how her life changed. She never spent her time on this app and now she's just obsessed with it. In change for a better perspective, it's improved her, made her life easier and faster. She find how to communicate, how to like, how to comment, and now she's happier than before. But still we are not looking at this wasteful, endless news, which is bad. So I really would like to me not to install this app, but I already did. So now she's addictive to it. Our topic for today is reforms and changes in your life. So one day I was just sitting in the library, and after installing 3 apps on my laptop, I was just feeling depressed. And I asked myself why. Maybe it's overload, distractions, and then something hit me, changes in productivity. Maybe understanding that I have only one video left in my plans, and implementing new stuff in life is hard, I thought, especially unknown. Big changes, your brain needs to think, which drains your energy, and this what made me overwhelmed. Let's dive into topic. There can be reforms that you don't want, like I said with my granny, but then it may change your life in a better way. Maybe I shouldn't install so many new apps in one day. I didn't really work. That what is procrastination feel like. It never can be good. It things that make you harmful. Oh boy, I thought. If you're poor, it's easier to distract yourself because it's hard to confront reality, so you will hide in these apps. What I understand that I should return and invest my time, and I was doing low leverage activity, so my skills giving me more leverage. That's why I am editing, because I have the skill. I'm making some work, making some progress, which means that I'm not procrastinating. But when I procrastinating, I either doing nothing or doing low leverage stuff, like I said, rather than doing return on investment of my time, which is education. I wanted to talk about practice. I will just buy a course how to edit perfectly like genius YouTubers they do, like Mr. Beast or whatever. I would spend like 50 hours, for example, in this course, learning the stuff. But without practicing, nothing would change. I would not implement this in my editing stuff because I'm not doing it. And simply, if you're overthinking, if you want to become a YouTuber, just to make your first YouTube video, and you thought about it like months ago, that's a bad stuff, bro. You're not a YouTuber. Just start doing it, because when you're starting like I do now, it's quantity over quality. Because firstly you are learning, educating how to make these videos viral, and after you're making them more advanced, adding some editing stuff to make them even more viral. Firstly you're taking off what is more, you analyze, and then you're adding skills. So like I said, learning can be learn stuff by doing it. It's not always in theories, because if you would end driving course and never touch the car wheel, I believe nobody could drive then. And what about reforms? Give your brain time to think. Don't overload yourself. Do specifically tasks. So if you plan to work, don't plan just, I would study for 2 hours straight. And what means by study, you're just sitting with book and scrolling Instagram. Did you study for 2 hours? I don't know. Make your task as maximum as you can specifically. From my perspective, I would open the book, open this concrete paragraph and start reading it and note take. And then I would make a cards with questions and answer behind it. And I would train myself to this exam. And that's what I could say is productive studying for 2 hours. It will really help you. Or even in this like simple daily task, if you want to shop online, don't just scroll internet, don't just browse Men's Gym Short. Just open the list of shops near you that you can try and just plan it and make it specifically. I will open these stores, I would look at sales, I would analyze it and find the best offers and then buy it. But also I would like to say that don't spend your hour to save $1. Minimum wage is $10. If you're spending 1 hour to save $1 to find some discount on AliExpress or promotional code on Amazon, don't do it. Spend this hour by returning on invest time, which is education. Don't be nice, be good. See you in the next one. Wabang.